Hi everyone, welcome to Maths Home Learning. Today is the first video that I'm making for our YouTube channel and Facebook group, hoping it gives you something to do today if you are homeschooling your children. And the topic I've chosen today is multiplying decimals, and you will need a dice, a pen and some paper. So please just feel free to pause the video if you need to go and get those things. Okay, so I'm going to show you a method of how to multiply decimals using a grid. So let's take the question 3.2 times 6.7. Now there are many ways you can multiply decimals, but I'm going to show you one using a grid today because you might not have seen it before. So because both of these are two-digit numbers, so 3.2 and 6.7, I'm going to draw a 2x2 grid. Then I'm going to put the two numbers around the grid, so the 3.2 here on the top and the 6.7 down the side. And then I'm going to draw through like this to make this grid. Now, if you use this grid as a multiplication grid, it will help you get the answer to our decimal calculation. So you need to, first of all, do 2 times 6, which would be 12, and place 12 in the grid like this. So the tens go in this part here and the units go there. Then you can do 2 times 7, which is 14. Then 3 times 6, which is 18. And 3 times 7, which is 21. Now the way the grid works is that if you now add along these diagonals here, it will help us get to the answer. So this diagonal just has 4. This one here has 2, 1 and 1, so if we add those together we get 4. And then we have 1, 8 and 2 here, which would make 11. So when you have a number that is greater than 9, you will need to carry the tens into the next column. So because it's 11, I'll put 1 here for the units and then carry a 1. And then 1 add 1 is 2. Then to find where the decimal point would go between the numbers 2, 1, 4 and 4, what you can do is look at where your decimals would meet. So if I went down here and across there from the decimals, they meet at this point, so that means my decimal would go there. So the answer would be 21.44. And you could check if you think your answer is right by doing a bit of estimating. So 3.2 is close to 3, 6.7 we would round up to 7, and 3 times 7 is 21, so it looks like the answer would be correct. Okay, I'll show you one more of those. So this time I'm going to do 8.1 times 7.5. Now, if you're feeling quite confident from watching the first bit, you can pause the video now and try this before you look at the answers, but I'm going to carry on and do this one now. So let's start off again with the 2x2 grid because we have 2 digits in each number. So 8.1 and 7.5. Draw in your diagonals as well. And then start doing some calculations. So 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 7 is 56. And 8 times 5 is 40. Then you can add along the diagonals. So this one is just 5. 9 add 3 is 12. So I put the 2 here for the units and I carry the 10 into this row here. Then I've got 1 add 4, which is 5. Add, you can see we've got 10 there, so that's 15. So again, the 5 goes there, carry the 1. That gives us 6. And if I want to see where the decimal goes, I follow these decimals again, it's going to go there. So the answer is 65.25. And I can check it by doing a little bit of estimation again. So 8 times 8, if I rounded these two numbers, is 64. Okay, now what you can do is you can try some for yourself. So have a go at the ones here, and you can pause the video for a minute to try those. I put a harder one for number 3, and I've drawn you a hint there of how you would need to draw that grid. Okay, I hope you got on well with those. Here are the answers so that you can have a look and check if you got them right. And now I'm going to show you how you can play a game with someone else in your house, okay? Practicing this a little bit more, but in a bit more of a fun way. So ideally you need 2 of you to play this game, but you could play it with more people, or you could play it by yourself if you wanted. It's the first person to try and get to 5 points, and you get 1 point by getting a number that is under 10 when you do your calculations. So each player would need to draw themselves out a set of boxes like this. So I've got a blue player and a green player. And then you're going to take your dice. So you take it in turns to roll the dice. So I've got 6, and you choose where you want to put your 6. So since 6 is quite big, I'm thinking that I'm going to put it here. Because if I put it in the units column and then I ended up with another large number, it might end up taking me over 10. Remember, you want a number under 10 to win. Green player could roll now, sorry. They get a 3. I got a 2 now. Put that here. 4 for the green player. Maybe they put that, well, 3 times 4 would be 12. So if I put that there, that's definitely going to be too big, so I'm going to put that here. Now the blue player's now got a 5. Now if I put the 5 there, the 2 times the 5 is definitely going to take me over 10. So I'm going to risk that and put that there. So green player's got a 2. That's good. Put 2 there. Blue player got a 1. So that's also looking good now. And finally the green player also got a 3 here. Then both players can do their calculations. Okay, and the green player would do theirs. And they would need to now check that their value is less than 10, and if it is, they get a point. But what is good to do here is to maybe estimate what you think you would get. Well, if I was rounding these numbers, 2.6 would round to 3, this would round to 2, so it's looking like I'm going to get a number near to 6. This player, theirs rounds to 3 and 2 as well, so it looks like they're going to get a number close to 6. So hopefully we're both going to get a point, but we'll just check and see what the answers are. Okay, so let's have a look. So this person, the blue person, would have gotten 3.9, and this person would have got 7.82. So they both got a number under 10, so they did well, so each person could get a point. And then the first 1 to 5 wins. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, and that keeps you busy today. Thanks very much.